Don't tell me that I'm wasting time thinking about you every night. I can't get you off my mind. To you, you're the blood that floods.
Hello.
And what did he say? Is grandma the same?
Is grandma the same? Yes, I am the same.
Good. The same hot mouth?
Yes.
You'll never change. So it's a beautiful day today, right?
It is a beautiful day.
Yep, you're looking good.
Thank you, if you could say that.
So, grandma, are you having trouble with your memory? No?
Sometimes.
Sometimes you do? What's my name?
Jillian.
Good. Yeah. So what about back in the olden times? What do you remember the most?
What do I remember, Jillian?
What do you remember? You remember when you used to be living in Trinidad?
Many years ago, Jillian.
Many years ago, I know. So you used to be the talk of the town though, because you used to be the best dressed. Remember those days? And you used to go to carnival? And what would they say when they saw you coming down the street?
Here come JC. Here come JC.
JC's coming down.
Yeah, that was once upon a time, girl.
That was once upon a time.
I thank God for everything.
Yep.
I thank God for everything.
For everything in life.
Yes, I thank God for everything in life. And Father God is my best friend.
Yes.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. These cars are going fast, man.
What is wrong with these people?
I don't know what's wrong with them. Grandma, you have a potty mouth.
A what?
A potty mouth.
A what? What do you mean?
Meaning that you have a loose mouth now.
No, but I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. Will you want me to lie?
No, you're not
I'm
lying.
telling you the truth.
So what do you have to tell the lovelies? Tell them a little thing about life. What do you want them to know in life? You know?
Take your time and be nice to your mama and your daddy and your family. Be nice. And when you get up in the morning, you call on Father God to keep you safe.
What do you like to do?
I like to dance
Mm-hmm.
and play my mass.
Right.
That's what I like to do. You hear?
And you had a good time doing it.
I had a great time and I thank God.
Mm-hmm.
I thank God. You hear?
Yep, I know. You think we should all be dancing and having a good time?
That's right. Because you don't know what's going to happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You're good now. You do what you have to do. Because you don't know the next week or the next month what is going to happen to you.
Good advice.
You hear I tell you?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So live life to the fullest.
That's right. You enjoy it. And be nice to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You hear?
Mm-hmm. Well, here comes handsome Miles.
Hello, Miles.
Hi,
What's up, boy?
Grandma, you see he cut all of his hair off?
Man, he look good.
He looks so good with this haircut. I'm used to it now.
When I went into the house the first time, into Grandma's house, she said, "Where's Miles?"
I'm just telling the lovelies about how when you get older, sometimes you lose your memory. So Grandma's talking a little bit about that. Because, you know, Grandma has dementia now. But she has her good days and bad.
Yeah.
Yep. What does he look like?
Like your daddy?
Yeah,
You look like your daddy.
yes, he looks like his dad. And he's so tall. Oh my gosh.
That is good. Hey, boy. That is good.
He's a tall guy.
That's how you made me. That's how you guys made me.
It's a real thing. Bye.
So there you go. You heard it from Grandma. Yeah, her memory is declining. It is called dementia. And I'm sure you've heard of it before. It happens to a lot of older people, and it happens to younger people as well. And it turns, unfortunately, it turns into Alzheimer's. And we've been dealing with this now for a few years, but we never noticed it until my dad was ill. And when he got ill, my mom, I don't know if it was brought on by stress. I don't know how dementia starts, but I can tell you that I did a little research, and dementia is something like this. You'd ever heard about hardening of the heart where there's calcium buildup? Well, it's something like that in the brain, where you get calcium buildup of the brain, and it hardens a part of the brain that suppresses the memory. That's my understanding of it. So, you know, although she isn't completely, or she hasn't completely lost her memory, some days are better than some. But I can tell you that the decline is very noticeable. And I wanted to share with everyone about it's not an unusual thing. And that I'm sure that many of you, because I was reading your comments when the last time I put out the vlog and I said that grandma's changing, lots of you wrote to me and said that you knew it was dementia because this is how your grandmother is, or this is how your grandmother was, and you can see it in grandma. So cherish the time, like she said, and live life to the fullest. I know she's not gonna get any better, and that's okay. She's still here, she's still alive, she's still full of fun with her potty mouth. So there you go. So we'll tune in, and I'll bring grandma back every now and then, and we'll just see how she's, hopefully she doesn't progress any faster than she has. So my lovelies, it's Uncle Warren and my anniversary, our wedding anniversary, and it's not 10 years, it's not 15 years, it's not 20 years, it's not 25 years, it's 30. Oh, how could that be?
It's a lifetime.
It's a jail sentence. You said it was a jail sentence too. We've been married 30 years.
Yeah, we only get one life, and we never get it again.
How did that happen? We got married young.
Man, I'm thinking now, like, do I renew the license? Like,
You said that I was gonna expire after 10 years,
yeah.
but it's so good that, you know, he had to keep me around. But as a matter of fact, little did you know that I had to make sure every year that this is what I was gonna do. So I really renewed your lease.
whoa.
So you know what? This is, how do you make a marriage last for 30 years?
You go to work every day.
Oh my God. Okay, no, honestly, this is probably why we've lasted so long, because we joke.
Yeah.
We joke.
True.
We bicker a lot.
Yeah, and there are no guns in the house.
There's no guns in the house. We don't live in a gun state. But no, we try and keep it a real thing at all times. You know what? To have a long marriage, you gotta have a little bit of everything in it. So you gotta have the love, the communication, the drama, the when you don't like them, when you like them. You know, it's like everything. And I think when you get over all of that, you start realizing that it's just, life just goes on.
Part of life.
It's just part of life. And you continue the marriage and you work it out. And, you know, I don't like when people say, and I read couple goals, because a lot of you might not know that there are a lot of things that happen behind the scene. But I'd like to say we're a real thing.
I would say the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's more like, just like everything else that you do in life, you gotta work at it.
You know what I mean?
It is not easy.
not-
Marriage is
yeah.
not easy.
Yeah, it's just
And
like everything else.
yeah, it's like everything
And
else.
it evolves, right? It's always a work in progress.
Always a work in
Yeah.
progress.
Yeah.
And then you have kids, and then you got to try and work those kids into all of this, you know? And then you get used to it, and then you have trouble with the kids, and then you have no time for the other one, the spouse, and the whole thing. But I mean, you take one day at a time, and then you renew their lease yearly.
Good idea.
So we're 30 years, and let's see if we're gonna make to 31, because we gotta assess the situation every year.
That's true. Sit down and come up with an agreement for
Yeah.
the new year.
Yeah, we gotta come up with the agreement for the new year. So that's how we made it to 30, and we dated 5 years before that.
Oh man, you have to remind me about that one.
Apparently, do you know that they were gonna have a super big party for us, and people were flying
I
in.
heard.
People were flying in apparently from Trinidad, from Jamaica,
COVID
from
messed it
Florida, and they planned this big, huge thing for us, and COVID messed us up.
Yeah, so you gotta adapt.
Yeah, so maybe they can have
Yeah,
it
you're
next
gonna
year.
Yeah. Hey, I'll take a party anytime. You know what I'm saying? So next year, the year after, come right back at me. I'm good to go.
All right, so there we go, and we're good for another 2 years, lovelies.
All right, lovelies. And what we always say?
It's a real thing.
Yeah.